Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today I am going to solve different questions related to accruals and prepayments concept. Before going through this lecture, you have to watch my first lecture in which I have explained the detailed concept of accruals and prepayments, and I also discussed the formats of income and expenses accounts with the accruals and prepayments concept, and I explained the journal entries of these transactions in that lecture. I'm giving the link of this lecture on top right corner of the video, and also I will give the link of that lecture in my in description box. Before going through this lecture, you have to watch that lecture and then come to get the solutions of these questions, and you can easily then understand the solution of these questions. Okay, I am moving to towards my first question related to accruals and prepayments. The first question is: the following information related to electricity account for the month ended 31st May 2015. In this question, I am going to prepare the account for the month May 2015, and you should remember the ending date of the account, and the ending date of the account is the 31st May 2015. Any expense which is related to this time period means for related to the month May 2015 and will not pay till the end of this month will be considered as a closing accrual. कि वो एक्सपेंस जो रिलेट करेगा हमारे इस टाइम पीरियड से, जो कि इस क्वेश्चन में मे है, मंथ 1 मंथ है और वो मे का मंथ है, तो जो एक्सपेंस इससे रिलेट करेगा और एंड ऑफ द टाइम पीरियड मींस 31st मई तक पे नहीं होगा, तो वो हमारे क्लोजिंग अक्रूवल कंसीडर होंगे. कि unpaid expenses will be considered as a accrued expenses. On the other hand, any expense which were paid during the month of May but related to the next time period will be considered as a prepayments. कि हमने एडवांस में पेमेंट्स कर दी हैं, जो इस मंथ में हमने पेमेंट कर दी और वो रिलेट कर रहा है नेक्स्ट मंथ से. तो बट इन दिस क्वेश्चन accruals are clearly defined. May 1st, other payables means opening accrual on opening date. If the balances are given on opening date related to owings, then it will be considered as opening accruals. If balances are given related to prepayments or as other receivables at opening date will be considered as a opening balance of prepayment. यानी ओपनिंग डेट पे अदर पेएबल्स हैं तो वो ओपनिंग अक्रूवल्स कंसीडर होंगे लाइव, ठीक है. और अगर ओपनिंग डेट पे अदर रिसीवेबल्स हैं और प्रीपेमेंट्स ओपनिंग डेट पे दी हुई हैं तो वो ओपनिंग बैलेंसेस ऑफ प्रीपेमेंट कंसीडर होंगे. May 1st, other payables means opening accruals, electricity 200 during the year 17th May, during the month of May 17th paid for electricity by the check. This is the payment for related to the electricity, and at 31st May prepared the income statement. It was estimated that $55 was owing for electricity at that date. So this amount is related to closing accrual of electricity because this amount is available at last date of the month and clearly stated it was owing. That's why I am taking it as a closing balance of accruals. Accrued expense and expenses, electricity is an expense in this situation because the business is paying the amounts related to electricity. That's why I am considering it as an expense. Prepare the electricity account for the month and the balance brought down, balancing the account and bring down the balances. Electricity, I am going to start the electricity account. This is the electricity account. We have the opening balances of accruals, and accruals are liabilities, and liabilities have credit by nature. So I am going to record the opening balance of accruals on credit side. 2015, first I will record the date, 2015 and then month May. 1st May balance brought forward, opening balance was given 200 and I have recorded this balance on credit side because accruals are liabilities and liabilities have opening balance on credit side and closing balance on debit side. During the month, the payment was made by check $440 and with this transaction we will debit the expense account because if we check the journal entry of this transaction, the electricity will be debited and bank will be credited. So I am going to record on debit side of the electricity. 17th, due to bank, electricity was debited by $440. I have recorded this amount on debit side. Payments will be recorded in expense account on debit side. So I have recorded this amount on debit side and then the closing balance of accrual which is given in the question $55 and the closing balances of accrual will be placed on debit side because it will be brought forward on credit side, means on its original nature, and balances of the accounts will be considered on their brought down natures. So closing balances will be placed opposite to the brought down nature. तो ब्रॉड डाउन नेचर इसकी लाइबिलिटीज या अक्रूवल्स की क्रेडिट होती है. द ब्रॉड डाउन नेचर ऑफ अक्रूवल्स और ओइंग एक्सपेंसेस आर क्रेडिट, सो इट विल बी कैरी फॉरवर्ड ऑन डेबिट साइड. Brought forward on credit side and carry forward on debit side. So I am going to record the carry forward balance of the accruals, means closing balance of the accrual on debit side. 31st May and balance CF will be placed on debit side and then it will be brought forward on credit side. But first I am going to balance off this account and balancing figure will be recorded with the name of income statement because that amount will be considered as an expense related to May, month May. The total of debit side is 495 and this total will be placed on both sides and the difference 495 minus 200, 31st May income statement is 295. The difference is 295 which is recorded with the name of income statement and this is the amount which will be recorded as an expense in month of May. यानी ये May के month के expenses हैं. That's why this amount was recorded with the name of income statement. Or if you will prepare the income statement for the month May, you will consider 295 as an expense related to May. अगर आप इनकम स्टेटमेंट बना रहे हैं तो उससे रिलेटेड जो आपके मे के एक्सपेंसेस आएंगे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी से रिलेटेड तो वो 295 होंगे. एंड आई हैव रिकॉर्डेड the balance CF as a balance brought forward on very next day, June. The last date of the month is 31st May, so very next day is June 1st and balance brought forward on opposite side $55 because I have recorded the balance carry forward on debit side. That's why it will be recorded on the credit side as a balance brought forward. और यही मैंने आपको बताया था कि accruals have credit by nature. Accruals are credit by nature. They have credit balances and closing balances will be recorded opposite to their normal nature. जो उनकी normal nature है उसके opposite हम closing balances को record करेंगे. Normal nature उनकी credit है तो we will record the closing balances of accruals on debit side. That's it. ये क्वेश्चन हमारा कंप्लीट हो गया. नाउ आई एम मूविंग टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. दिस क्वेश्चन, अ कंपनी रिसीव्स रेंट फ्रॉम अ लार्ज नंबर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टीज. सो इन दिस केस कंपनी इज रिसीविंग द रेंट, सो रेंट बिकम इनकम फॉर द कंपनी एंड आई विल प्रिपेयर द income account in this situation. Rent income account, we will prepare the rent income account. जैसा कि मैंने पिछले क्वेश्चन में भी पेमेंट से डिसाइड किया था कि वो एक्सपेंस है. इन दिस क्वेश्चन आई हैव डिसाइडेड वी रिसीव द अमाउंट, दैट्स व्हाई इट विल बी इनकम. तो हमें इनकम अकाउंट बनाना. द टोटल रिसीव्ड in the year ended 30th June 2012 was 1,203,000, means $1.203 million was received for the year. This we will I am going to prepare the account for the year ended 30th June 2012. Remember, the closing date of the year is 30th June. 30th June 2012 के बाद की अगर कोई हमने पेमेंट की तो वो हमारी प्रीपेमेंट्स होंगी. इफ द पेमेंट्स विच विल बी related to the period beyond the 30th June 2012 will be considered as a prepayment, and any expense which will be still unpaid till 30th June 2012 and related to the period 30th June 2012 will be considered as accruals. यानी वो एक्सपेंस की पेमेंट जो हमारा 30th जून 2012 के बाद के टाइम पीरियड से रिलेट करेगी वो हमारी प्रीपेमेंट्स कंसीडर हो जाएंगी एट द एंड ऑफ 30th जून 2012, और वो पेमेंट्स जो हमारे टाइम पीरियड मतलब हमारे ईयर 30th जून 2012 से रिलेटेड हैं बट वो अभी तक हमने पे नहीं की टिल द एंड ऑफ द टाइम पीरियड, टिल द एंड ऑफ द ईयर हमने पे नहीं की, दैट दोज अमाउंट विल बी कंसिडर एज क्लोजिंग अक्रूवल्स. The following were the amounts of rent in advance and arrears. Arrears means accruals at 30th June 2011, yani opening balances. 30th June 2011 means last year ending balances will become opening balances of current year, and 30th June 2012 will be the closing balances of the current year because our year is the 2012. हमने 2012 30th जून 2012 के लिए अकाउंट्स बनाने हैं, तो जो ओपनिंग डेट्स पे होंगी मतलब लास्ट ईयर की जो क्लोजिंग फिगर्स हैं वो करंट ईयर के लिए ओपनिंग बैलेंसेस कंसीडर होंगी, और जो करंट ईयर की एंडिंग फिगर्स हैं तो वो हमारे क्लोजिंग बैलेंसेस होंगे. तो रेंट रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस 73,200 last year closing figure, it will become our opening rent in advance, and this is the closing rent in advance figure or prepaid rent figure, and accrued rent figure, opening accrued rent figure is 52,000 and closing accrued rent figure is 4,600. In this case, rent received or rent receivable account will be prepared. This is the income account. Income accounts are by nature credit and opening. Now I am going to record the opening balances of accruals and prepayments. Accrued income will be considered as other receivable and will have the debit balance, and prepaid income, the income which we received in advance, will become the liability, other payable, and have the credit balance. Balance brought forward, arrears or accrued income 52,000 which is given in the question will be recorded on the debit side. Balance brought forward of the prepaid means income in advance is the other payable, will be considered as credit nature and will be recorded on credit side. You can use the dates, but here no clear dates are given, so I am not using the dates here. I am just recording the opening and closing balances. If you want to use the date, you can use the date and you will write the first date of the year. 30th June 2011 was the ending date of the last year, then the opening date of current year will be 1st July 2011. We will place 1st July 2011 with balance brought forwards, both brought forwards, क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर जो एंडिंग डेट है वो 30 जून 2011 है, तो हम ओपनिंग डेट जो लेंगे वो वेरी नेक्स्ट डे होता है, तो 1st जुलाई 2011 विल बी द ओपनिंग डेट विच विल बी recorded with the opening balances. 1st July 2011 balance brought forward 52,000 on debit side, and 1st July 2011 balance brought forward of the prepayment on the credit side. फिर बता रहा हूँ, prepaid income is our current liability, that's why it have the credit nature, और इसको हमने उसका opening balance credit side पे record किया. Accrued income is our current asset, other receivable or current assets या other receivables have the debit balance, debit nature, तो that's why हम ओपनिंग अक्रूड इनकम्स को डेबिट साइड पे रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं क्योंकि इसकी नेचर डेबिट है, ये अदर रिसीवेबल्स है, हमारे करंट एसेट्स हैं, और ये प्रीपेड इनकम्स जो हमने एडवांस में इनकम रिसीव कर ली है वो हमारी करंट लायबिलिटीज हैं, तो वो क्रेडिट बाय नेचर हैं. दैट्स व्हाई आई रिकॉर्डेड द ओपनिंग बैलेंसेस ऑफ प्रीपेमेंट ऑन क्रेडिट साइड. ड्यूरिंग द ईयर वी रिसीव्ड द अमाउंट 1203000. For this transaction, the journal entry will be bank debit and income credit or rent income account credit. So I am going to record this amount on credit side of our income account with the name of bank. There is no date given related to this transaction, so I am not using the date for this transaction 1203000 with the name of bank because we received the amount. Bank will be debited and rent account will be credited, and I have written this transaction on credit side of the rent account. तो received amount credit side पे record हो गई, and then we are going to place the closing balances. And remember one thing, the easiest way to remember the closing balances will be recorded on the opposite side of the opening balances. Means if you have recorded the prepaid income on credit side, opening prepaid income on credit side, then you will record the closing prepaid income on debit side. And similarly, opening accrued income was recorded on debit side and always recorded on debit side. Opening accrued income will always be recorded on debit side. जो भी आपकी ओपनिंग अक्रूड इनकम है वो डेबिट साइड पे ओपनिंग बैलेंस रिकॉर्ड होगा, क्लोजिंग क्रेडिट साइड पे रिकॉर्ड होगा. और रीजन वही है कि क्लोजिंग नॉर्मल नेचर के अपोजिट रिकॉर्ड होता है और देन वो ब्रॉड फॉरवर्ड होके नॉर्मल अपनी सिचुएशन में आ जाता है. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू रिकॉर्ड द क्लोजिंग बैलेंसेस ऑफ accrued income. Closing accrued income was 4600 and will be recorded on credit side. Balance carry forward, and you can use the last date of the year, which is 30th June 2012 with this closing balance amount. Okay, closing balance के साथ आप 30th June 2012 की डेट यूज कर सकते हैं, बट पेमेंट के साथ क्योंकि डेट गिवन नहीं है तो वो तो हम नहीं यूज कर सकते. क्लोजिंग बैलेंसेस के साथ वी कैन यूज, बट मैंने यहाँ पे नहीं यूज की क्योंकि वो थोड़ी स्पेस का इशू था. 30th June 2012 balance CF of the accrued rental income 4600 will be recorded on credit side, and closing balances of the income in advance which is given in the question 30th June 2012 74,500, and you can place the date here June 30th 2012, and I have recorded the closing balances. And opening prepayment of income will be recorded on the credit side, and closing balance of the prepaid income will be recorded on the debit side. And similarly, opening accrued income will be recorded on debit side and closing accrued income will be recorded on credit side. Reason: accrued income is our other receivable current assets, debit by nature. That's why opening balance will be recorded on debit side and closing balance on the credit side. And prepaid income is our current liability, other payables, because we received the income in advance and we have to pay the services against that income. तो वो हमारी liability बन जाता है. तो prepaid income is our liability, so that's why it have opening balance on credit side and closing balance on debit side. After recording all transactions, we will balance the account. We will take the total of heavier side and will be recorded on both sides and find out the difference, which will be recorded on the smaller side. And I have recorded the difference, which is equal to 1195700, and this is the amount of income which will be recorded in income statement as other income. कि ये वो अमाउंट है जो हमारी इनकम स्टेटमेंट में यानी करंट ईयर की ये एक्चुअली इनकम है जो हमारी इनकम स्टेटमेंट में, अगर हम करंट ईयर की इनकम स्टेटमेंट बनाएंगे तो उसमें ये अदर इनकम के तौर पे रिकॉर्ड होगी. दिस अमाउंट विल बी रिकॉर्डेड एज अदर इनकम इन आवर इनकम स्टेटमेंट और in the company income statement. 11,95700, and this is the balancing figure. I make the total of heavier side and place on both sides and then find out the difference, and which is equal to 11,95700 and recorded with the name of income statement, because this amount will be recorded in income statement as other income related to current year. After that, we will brought forward the balances on very next day. The last date of the year is 30th June 2012. The very next day, 1st July 2012, will be used for the opening balances. But again, I did not write the date. You can write the date, and you should write the date here. 1st July 2012 balance brought forward 7,4,500, and 1st July balance brought forward of the advance income, prepaid income. Okay, the prepaid income opening, दूसरा closing balance for the prepaid income closing balance will be recorded as a opening balance on debit side. There is slight change in this. This is the recording of transactions. We have recorded the balances and then balance of the ledger account and find out the current year income, which is equal to 11,95700, and then we will brought forward the closing balances. On the very next day, we will record the closing balances as balance brought forward. The closing balance of the prepaid income was 7,4,500, and this will be recorded on the debit side on 1st July 2012, because the last date of the year is 30th June 2012. The very next day is the 1st July 2012, and we will record that amount as a opening balance for next year, 1st July 2012. Balance brought forward, prepaid income 74,500 on credit side, and then we will record the balance brought forward of arrears on debit side. This is the carry forward 46,000, and we will record this balance on the debit side as a brought forward balance, and we will use the date of 1st July 2012, which is the next day of our closing date. Our closing date is 30th June 2012. तो उससे very next day जो होगा वो 1st July 2012 होगा. We can use date here as 1st July 2012 for the opening balances for the next year. जो next year के opening balances है उनके साथ हम ये date use कर सकते हैं और करनी भी चाहिए, but मुझे space का issue था तो इसलिए मैंने dates नहीं लिखी. मैं उनको आपको explain कर रहा हूँ कि we will use the closing date for the closing balances, and we will use the opening date for the opening balances. According to my question, the opening balances date was 1st July 2011 for the current year, and for the next year the opening date will be 1st July 2012. We will place 1st July 2012 here and 1st July 2011 here with these balances. These two balances 1st July 2011, and for these balances 1st July 2012. That's it. Now I am moving to the question number 3. In this question, at 1st May 2012, insurance was prepaid to $60 and rent accrued $360. These are the opening balances of accruals and prepayments. Insurance was prepaid and rent was accrued at 1st May 2012. The following payments were made during the year. Number one, insurance $840, including 300 for the quarter ended to 30th June 2013. Remember, you should focus the ending date of your current year. Number two, rent $11,350, not including $1,000 for the month of April 2013. This was the closing accrued expense. Okay, during the year, rent was paid 11,350, but 1,000 was accrued, and this rent amount was related to the April 2013 but not yet paid. Prepare the insurance and rent combined account. We are going to prepare the insurance and rent combined account for the year ended 30th April 2013 and balance the account and bring down the balance at 1st May 2013. So in this question, I am going to prepare the combined account related to insurance and rent, and then I will brought forward the balances on 1st May 2013. The ending date of the year is 30th April 2013. Opening balances of insurance. It was prepaid to 60. Balance brought forward May 1st. Prepayment will be recorded, expenses prepayment are current asset and will be recorded on debit side. And opening balance of the rent accrued 360 will be recorded on credit side, क्योंकि accruals are liability और ये credit side पे record होंगे. During the year, the payments were made related to insurance was $840, and I have recorded this transaction with the name of bank, and payment related to the rent was 11,350. And now, at the year end date, which is the 30th April 2013, I am going to record the accrued expense, which are $1,000 related to the rent, which was not paid and not included in the payment figure, and the amount was 1,000 and which were related to the April. April are the month of our financial year, जिसकी हम रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहे हैं, तो अप्रैल उसी फाइनेंशियल ईयर का मंथ है. तो वो अगर हम उस फाइनेंशियल ईयर से रिलेटेड कोई हमने पेमेंट ईयर एंड तक नहीं की, तो इट विल बी कंसिडर एज क्लोजिंग अक्रूड एक्सपेंस और क्लोजिंग अक्रूड पेमेंट, यानी जो कि अभी तक हमारी ओइंग है, पेमेंट हमने नहीं की, अक्रूड एक्सपेंस रिकॉर्ड होगा और क्लोजिंग अक्रूड एक्सपेंस विल बी रिकॉर्डेड ऑन द डेबिट साइड एज अ बैलेंस सीएफ. द लास्ट डेट ऑफ द ईयर इज 30th April. बैलेंस सीएफ अक्रूड रेंट वाज $1,000. ठीक है, तो ये मैंने अक्रूड रेंट रिकॉर्ड कर दिया. एंड ऑन द अदर हैंड आई एम गोइंग टू रिकॉर्ड द प्रीपेमेंट and insurance payment include $300 for the quarter ended to 30th June, and our year ending date is 30th April. This amount related to 3 months quarter means 3 months which will be ended at 30th June 2013, and our year end date is 30th April 2013. So May and June payments are not related to our current year. जो हमारा year है उससे related नहीं है. May and June की payments, these 2 months payment will be considered as prepayment at the end of our financial year, और at 30th April 2013 पे हम ये 2 months की जो पेमेंट है इसे प्रीपेमेंट कंसिडर करेंगे. तो 3 months payment is the $300 and 2 months payment will be $200. And how we can calculate the 2 months payment? You just divide this amount with the total month of payments, 300 by the 3. The answer will be equal to 100, and which is 1 month payment, and we need to calculate the 2 months payment. So 1 month payment is $100, so 2 months payment will be $200, and this is the prepaid amount because 2 months were paid in advance. During the year we have paid $300 related to the period which will be ended एट 30 जून 2013, जो 30 जून 2013 पे एंड होगा, तो उससे रिलेटेड ये पेमेंट है। तो 30 अप्रैल 2013 इज आवर ईयर एंड डेट, तो उससे एक्स्ट्रा जितने भी मंथ्स होंगे, एनी एक्स्ट्रा पेमेंट विल बी कंसिडर एज क्लोजिंग प्रीपेमेंट, और एंड 2 months पेमेंट वाज पेड इन एडवांस, और एक्स्ट्रा पेमेंट May and June payment will be considered as prepayment at the year end date. And 2013 April 30th, the prepayment of insurance for 2 months $200, and now I am going to make the total 13,450. The heavier side total will be placed on both sides, and then find out the difference, and will be recorded as income statement, because this amount will be recorded as an expense in income statement. 12,890, this is the amount of expense related to insurance and rent. And then we will brought forward the closing balances. Prepaid opening balance become $200, and this closing balance carry forward balance will become balance brought forward on this side very next day, May 1st 2013. हम हमेशा नेक्स्ट डे पे बैलेंस ब्रॉट फॉरवर्ड करके अकाउंट को क्लोज करेंगे। May 1st balance brought forward $1,000, and this is the solution of this question. In this question, for the purpose of explanation, I prepared the combined account of insurance and rent. Sometime it will ask in the question to prepare the combined account of two expenses. That's why I have prepared this account, this combined account for rent and insurance. Even I can prepare two accounts separately, one account for insurance and one account for rent, but I want to show the combined account. That's why I choose this question and solve it as a combined account. तो फिर सुन लें, opening balances will be recorded accordingly. Opening accrued rent will be recorded on credit side, closing accrued rent will be recorded on debit side. And in this question, closing accrued rent is clearly stated. Opening prepayment are clearly stated, will be recorded on debit side, and closing prepayment we have calculated this amount because in question it was stated 300 for the quarter mean 3 months payment was 300, and these 3 months will be ended at 30th June 2013, but our year end date is 30th April 2013. Any extra payment will be considered as a prepayment. So after 30th April 2013, the remaining payment months were May and June. तो जो rest of months हैं, May and June payments will be considered as prepayment, and 2 months payment will be calculated by using this amount for 3 months. So 300 divided by 3, it will give you 1 month payment, which is equal to $100, and we want to calculate the 2 months payment, which and then multiply with the 2. So answer is equal to $200, and which is the 2 months payment, and this will be recorded as closing prepayment because these 2 months are not related to our current financial year. We are paying this amount in advance for next 2 months. And closing prepayment balance will be brought forward on opposite side, and then closing accrued balance will be brought forward on opposite side on very next day, 30th April 2013 is the closing date, and 1st May 2013 will be the opening date. Now I am going to explain the recording of these accruals and prepayments in the statement of financial position. In current assets, we will record closing accrued incomes and closing prepaid expenses. Accrued incomes and prepaid expenses will be recorded as other receivables, because accrued incomes means you have to receive this amount in future related to current year, तो ये accrued income your current asset है. और इसी तरह prepaid expense which the expense which are paid in advance, now you have the right to use those services because you have already paid that amount. तो prepaid expenses and accrued income are your other receivable will be recorded in current assets as other receivables, and similarly closing prepaid income and accrued expenses will be recorded under the heading of current liabilities as other payables, because you received the income in advance. Now you have to pay the services, to provide the services in coming period. So it will become your payable in the form of services or goods. Closing accrued expenses means you use the services, you use the facilities, but you did not pay the expense, and it will also become your liability and will be considered, both amount will be recorded with the name of other payables in current liabilities. तो accrued income और prepaid expenses other receivables के तौर पे current assets में रिकॉर्ड होंगे, and accrued expenses and prepaid income will be recorded as other payable with the name of other payables in current liabilities. No. This is the last question. ABC Limited always pay annual insurance in advance. Every year, payment of insurance for 2018 and 2019 were as follows. 1st July 2018 पे जो हमने insurance pay की, paid was $2400, and this is the annual payment. This payment was made for next complete year, means from 1st July 2018 till 30th June 2019. 1st July 2000, this payment will cover the period 1st July 2018 till 30th June 2019, यानी वन कंप्लीट मंथ एनुअल एडवांस पेमेंट हम कर रहे हैं. तो एनुअल एडवांस पेमेंट मींस कि ये आपके नेक्स्ट आने वाला जो ईयर है उसको फुल को कवर करेगी. And the payment which was made on 1st July 2019 will cover the period 1st July 2019 till 30th June 2020. So calculate the insurance expense for the year ended 30th December 2019. तो हमें 30th December 2019 के expense calculate करना है, means के the amount of expense which is related to this time period, means 30th December 2019. तो 30th December 2019 का जो complete year होगा वो होगा 1st January 2019 till 30th December 2019. तो we have to calculate the total amount related to this time period, यानी 1st Jan to 31st December. इस time period यानी 1st Jan till 31st December 2019 के time period से related जितनी payments हैं वो हमारा current year का expense होगा. The 1st July 2018 payment for a year ended to 30th June 2019 होगी. तो वो क्या होगी payment? 1st July 2018, 31st December 2018, 6 months, and then 1st Jan 2019 and 30th June 2019 other 6 months. Total payment was 2400, 1200 related to this time period and 1200 related to this time period, halfly divided, first 6 months and last 6 months. And the payment which was made at 1st July 2019 will cover the time period 1st July 2019 till 31st December 2019, and then 1st Jan 2020 till 30th June 2020, means half for this time period, means 1st July 2019 and 31st December 2019, and half will be related to 1st Jan 2020 till 30th June 2020. And the total payment was 3000, 1500 for first 6 months and 1500 for next 6 months. And we want to calculate the total expense related to 31st December 2019. So if you check these payments, this time period related to 31st December 2019, this will cover the first half of this year, and this time period will cover the second half of 31st December 2019. So first half of the year 2019 will be will have the payment of 1200 and second half of the 2019 have the payment of 1500 क्योंकि इस कंप्लीट ईयर के लिए हमने 2400 पे किया था, उसमें से फर्स्ट 6 मंथ के लिए 1200 हो गया और नेक्स्ट 6 मंथ के लिए 1200 हो गया। और सिमिलरली इस टाइम पीरियड के लिए हमने पेमेंट जो की थी 3000 थी, तो यहां 1500 इसके लिए हो गया और 1500 इसके लिए हो गया। तो जो हमारा फाइनेंशियल ईयर है उसका जो फर्स्ट पोर्शन है, यानी 1 जनवरी से लेकर 30 जून 2019 तक का, वो इस पेमेंट में इंक्लूड हो गया। तो वो अमाउंट बनी 1200 की। और जो सेकंड पोर्शन है या सेकंड हाफ ऑफ आवर फाइनेंशियल ईयर है, वो यहां हमने पे किया है 1 जुलाई 2019 टिल 31 दिसंबर 2019, वो यहां इंक्लूड है। तो वो यहां की जो पेमेंट है वो 1500 होगी। तो फॉर कंप्लीट expense for the year ended 31st December 2019 will be 1200 plus 1500 and which is equal to 2700. 1200 because first half is included in this payment figure और वो 2400 थी और फर्स्ट हाफ है तो हाफ उसका हो गया 1200, वो ये आ गया। और सेकेंड हाफ ऑफ आवर फाइनेंशियल ईयर वॉज पेड इन दिस पेमेंट, तो वो 1500 है, वो हमने यहां से ले लिया। 3000 वाज द टोटल पेमेंट फॉर द ईयर, तो हाफ पेमेंट बिकम 1500, तो हमने दोनों अमाउंट्स को ऐड किया तो वो हमारी 2700 आ गई। तो इसको आप देख लें कि 2400 हमने 2018 में जो पे किया था वो इस टाइम पीरियड को कवर कर रहा है, कवर दिस टाइम पीरियड। उसमें से हमारे जो फाइनेंशियल ईयर है 31 दिसंबर 2019 वाला, तो 1 जनवरी से लेकर 1 जनवरी 2019 टिल 30 जून 2019 वाज इंक्लूडेड इन दिस पेमेंट। तो वहां से हमने उस टाइम पीरियड की पेमेंट निकाली, वो 1200 आ गई। और जो हमारा 1 जुलाई 2019 टिल 31 दिसंबर 2019 तक का टाइम पीरियड है वो इंक्लूड है हमारी सेकंड पेमेंट में, क्योंकि ये सेकंड पेमेंट कवर कर रही है 1 जुलाई से ऑनवर्ड, 2019 से ऑनवर्ड का टाइम पीरियड, तो वो इसमें इंक्लूड है। वहां से हमने उसकी 6 मंथ की पेमेंट वहां से ले ली, 1500 आ गई। तो टोटल हमने पूरे ईयर की चाहिए तो हमने दोनों को ऐड कर लिया, तो वो पूरे ईयर का हमारा एक्सपेंस आ गया। एंड दिस इज द कंप्लीट सॉल्यूशन ऑफ this question. In this question we have to calculate the total amount of expense for the year ended 31st December 2019, and I have calculated this amount which is equal to $2700. I hope you got the complete understanding of the recording related to accruals and prepayments. Subscribe my channel. If you want further practice question, go to my website www.atpworld.net. If you have any question, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number, on my Insta ID or on my Facebook page. All details are available in description box. I will come soon with the next topic and next lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz.